Flynn, Fizzy Sens, welcome to This Is the Fucking News.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Now, what is dodzing? What is death diving? What do you actually do? What is this? What is this?
So I describe it, you're on a platform, you jump off, there's water underneath, and it looks like you're going to belly flop until the last second. And then you close up nice and tight into like a staple form, like most Kiwis would describe it. And then, from there, big impact into the water, like the morals of the sport is you want to have stees through the air, look stylish, and big impacts.
Yeah. So how high do you jump off? Because it looks pretty damn high.
Well, my biggest jump, 35 meters. That was a massive impact. Yeah, I jump anywhere from 1 meter to my 35 meter, my PR.
Yeah, that's your personal record. And where did you do that? And where does that sort of stack up on a world scale? What's the world record DODS, I guess, or death dive?
So I did the jump, Karapiro Dam, close to Cambridge on the Waikato River. That jump, I think at the time, was the 7th highest DODS in the world. So only 7 other people have done 35 plus, roughly. And then there's like 4 other athletes that's done above 40. So that's what I'm looking for.
That's where you want to try and get to. And before we go too far, we'll ask you about that jump in a second. Why is it called dodzing? The word DODS.
Yep. So DODS originated in Norway. The history is there. And DODS means death in Norwegian. And then the diving part came from America. They called it death diving. They got stoked on it as well. And now it's everywhere.
It's just catching on around the world, is it? And that's led you to, do a DODS or a death dive, which is a pretty freaky name for the thing, isn't it? Death diving. Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely scares people away from trying it.
Yeah, but it is what most Kiwis, of my generation at least, will think of as a staple, and everyone used to do staples back in the day. But, dodsing, death diving staples, 35 metres off Karapiro Dam. Tell me about that. That is a massive, massive jump.
Yeah, big mental battle. Like, I was there probably 4 times prior to the jump. The first 2 times, I'm like, there's no way it's happening. I thought it was just too high, couldn't be done. Like, it's flat water, so like no aerated water to jump into. And then I went the day before as well to scout it out, the day before I jumped it. And I'm like, wow, like this could be doable. Like, I did a lot of conditioning, and then I think in the car, I was like nearly about to cry, just thinking about, I'm doing this tomorrow. That night I watched a horror movie actually, got my mind away from the jump. Next day, came back and did it. Like, it was such a crazy event. I mean, I love the mindset that you get into when you're in the air. Like, it's different to other sports because if you don't perform, you're going to get really injured or you can die. It is death diving for a reason. Like, if I didn't close properly, there is that risk. And I was willing to accept that risk. But yeah, I love the survival mindset that you have to be in the air. Like, I think it's like, I appreciate life way more because of it.
Yeah, take us through those seconds in the air, because 35 metre jump off Karapiro Dam, I mean, how long does it take to get down, I guess?
Not as long as you might think. It was like 3 seconds roughly, hitting the water at 100 Ks, so the impact was pretty heavy.
You hit the water at 100 Ks?
Yeah, 100 Ks, yeah.
And you folded into a staple, basically, at that
leading
point.
with my hands and head.
So show me how you do that. What do you do when you hit the water?
Form like this. So you want to fold right in half.
You want to get right in half. So if I was to do it, I'm pretty tall. It would be to get right down like that and hit the water like, and it would be get right down like that and hit the water like that.
Yeah, I'd say with that form you might have ruptured your lungs, but...
Okay, I won't do it. Definitely not from 35 metres. I might do it off the side of a swimming pool.
Yeah.
But I'm too old for this sort of carry on anyway. So you do that. Did you rupture anything? Did you manage to close properly after 35 metres? What happened?
Yeah, I didn't close like the most ideal way possible. I was kind of a little bit open, so my stomach copped it a bit. So I came up a bit groggy. I was trying to celebrate, but you come up like, ugh, like winded as, and then coughed up a little bit of blood. It's just what happens.
You coughed up some blood from the pressure, I guess.
Yeah,
or
from the impact, that smack, because from that height, you actually don't go that deep. Like you're hitting the water that fast, and you're in a situation where there's quite a bit of surface area hitting as well. So you're just slowing right down. So I just copped it all with my stomach.
Yeah, but you still were happy with what you'd done.
Oh yeah, I was super stoked. Like I think we drove straight to Macca's, and I ate so much. I was just celebrating. Yeah.
Can you go higher? Do you want to go higher? How high do you want to jump off?
Yeah, it's always a goal to PR. Definitely goals for the 40 club to. I don't know if I'll be the fifth person. Like the sport's growing and more people are doing it, so I'm not sure if I'll be the fifth. But yeah, 40 meters or a possible world record in the future. I haven't looked that far, but 40 meters is definitely a goal of mine.
Right, so to join the 40 club, and you're 7th in the world at the moment in terms of the height jumped, but if you went to 40, you'd be getting right up into that top 5 at the moment. Yeah. Can you do that anywhere in New Zealand? The only place I can think of is the Harbour Bridge.
The Harbour Bridge. Yeah, I've thought about the Harbour Bridge. I'd love to jump off the bungee there. There's also a bungee down south in Queenstown, the AJ Hackett one. That's roughly 40, I believe. That would be the best spot. It's scenic. You know, you're jumping off a place where people are jumping off with ropes. You know, it'd be pretty crazy.
Is it deep enough there, though, do you think, into that river? If you look that far, could you do it there?
Yeah, I believe so. I only need about 4 meters depth, and I'm pretty sure it's at least that.
So you're quite serious about wanting to jump off the AJ Hackett, Queenstown?
I keep my options open.
Yeah.
Like I have had maybe 2 other 40 meters that I've scoped out, one in Tauranga, but it's a 6-hour round trip. So safety-wise, I wouldn't really want to do it because there's no easy way in and out if something goes wrong.
And there's another spot as well that's also over 40 metres that you'd...
Yeah, again, you need a jet boat there, and then you got to walk another hour and a half. It's the bridge to nowhere. So another amazing spot out Wanganui.
Yeah, the bridge to nowhere, I know it.
Yeah.
Now, there will be, and on your Instagram, there are a lot of critics of what you do. They think you're crazy and a bad influence. What do you say to them?
I'm preparing for my jumps just like everyone prepares for their sport as well. You know, people get in the ring and like try to kill each other, and they prepare the best they can for that. You know, they condition their body and they're doing the things they do to be the best and come out as uninjured as possible. I'm doing the exact same thing. Like I'm training very hard, conditioning my body for the impacts, and then taking away as many risks as possible with depth checking, having many people there, throwing rocks to visualize. Visualization's a big part of it. And with a big jump, I'm like locked in for a week on it. Like I don't rock up to a 30 meter like on the day and just jump it. Like I've probably planned that for a couple of weeks or so.
Yeah,
very calculated.
And take me through those last moments of the 35 meter jump, then that mental preparation. What do you do? You know, do you have a countdown? Do your mates count you down? How do you get, is it sort of 3, 2, 1 jump like, I used to do back in the day? Or how does it go?
Yeah, so I have very strong rituals, like leading up from the start of the day. Like I have Cindy boxes. Like I have a certain pair of undies that I wear for my big jumps.
Cindy boxes.
Cindy boxes, yeah. I actually lost those on the dam.
What, they came off?
Yeah, they ripped. Yeah.
Oh, geez. Yeah. Okay. Anyway,
I'll carry on with the rituals.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll get up to my jump. Like, I'll look at it, throw a few rocks to visualize how long I'm going to be in the air for. And then I'll count down myself. I don't let anyone else do it. Unless I'll say, like, give me a 5. But that's on the more chill jumps. When it's a big one and it's PR, I'll count down from 3. As soon as I start counting, I'm locked in. Like, there's no way I'm pulling out of this. I'm in the zone. 2, 1, send it. And then I take off.
You go on, send it.
Yeah.
And what do your folks think of this? What do your parents think of this?
My dad loves it now. Yeah, he thinks outside the box a lot, and he loves being different, and he thought this is pretty different as well. My mum's just accepted it now.
Yeah, because you're an extreme athlete. You're a speed climber as well.
Yeah, I represent New Zealand in speed climbing, so You may know Julian David. He went to the Olympics, so I competed alongside him. We just got back from 2 World Cups 2 weeks ago.
So yeah, so you view dodsing, or it is a sport. People might not know it or understand it, but it is a sport, and you compete globally.
Yep.
Professionally, semi-professionally.
Yeah, so I'm heading over to Europe and next Monday, so a week, and I'll be competing at the World Tours. It's like a World Cup circuit, and then you get points through those competitions to go to World Champs, which is the goal. And then I got invited to a bunch of other events, like 20-meter DODS events where you're throwing yourself, doing tricks and spins, and then heaps of prize money as well in it. There's another goal is trying to find a sponsor to help fund these trips and get paid for what I do. Trying to get Red Bull on board, they're a bit tough.
Yeah, you'll find something, I'm sure. I mean, good luck with the dodsing, good luck with the death diving. Thank you very much for your time, Fizzy Sens, also known as Flynn Chisholm.
Cheers, thank you.
And once again, to you at home, do not try this stuff. It's dangerous if you know what you're doing, like Fizzy, and it is incredibly dangerous if you don't know what you're doing.